Chelsea have been beaten by Middlesbrough. Shocker of the day. Chelsea had gone ahead to win their previous 3 games. They had beaten Preston North End by 4-0. They had beaten Luton Town by 3-2, and they had beaten Crystal Palace by 2-1. 3 consecutive wins, and this was one of the easiest games they've gone ahead to play, because we hoped that maybe taking on Middlesbrough would have been one of those moments that Chelsea would have gone ahead to capitalize on to obviously extend their winning run to 4 games before they play against Fulham in their next Premier League game. This has been the Carabao Cup 4th, I think it has been, is the Carabao Cup semi-final, right? First game coming in through from Chelsea, and they went ahead obviously to lose. And it's not good news for Chelsea fans all over the world, and Pochettino needs to obviously find himself in a better position of really telling us exactly what caused this, because if you watch that game, Chelsea had a lot of chances. That is it. Chelsea had lots of chances, and they had all the time to kill them off, because Middlesbrough had 6 shots, Chelsea had 18. Middlesbrough had 2 shots on target, and Chelsea had 5. 28% ball possession. I think I should even flash it onto the screen and you guys see it very well, because it is really a shocker of the day, because Middlesbrough are in the Championship and Chelsea are in the Premier League. When you look at the budget they really have, I'm obviously going to show you a shocker, and you're going to let me know what exactly you think about it. So it has been at the Riverside Stadium. Middlesbrough had 6 shots, Chelsea had 18. 2 shots on target by Middlesbrough, of which one resulted into a goal, and 5 shots on target by Chelsea, 5 on target, and none of those resulted into a goal. Then 28% ball possession by Middlesbrough, and 72% ball possession by Chelsea. 294 passes completed by Middlesbrough, 742 passes completed by Chelsea. Then 73% passing accuracy by Middlesbrough, 90% passing accuracy by Chelsea. 9 fouls by Middlesbrough and 10 fouls by Chelsea. 0 yellow cards to Middlesbrough and 1 yellow card to Chelsea. 0 red cards to Chelsea, and 0 red cards to Middlesbrough. 3 offsides to Middlesbrough and 0 offsides to Chelsea. 1 corner to Middlesbrough and 6 corners to Chelsea. And Middlesbrough got their first goal, and the only one they went ahead to score in this game, in the 37th minute. And who scored that goal? He goes by the names of Hayden Hackney, and he's really one of those players that has gone ahead to shock Chelsea at their stadium. And this is the first round of the Carabao Cup. Remember, for the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, it's a double header. You host and you get hosted. Now, Chelsea have gone ahead to play away at Middlesbrough, and Middlesbrough have gone ahead to obviously get a clean sheet. They have to go to the Stamford Bridge next, I think towards the end of this month, to play that game. After playing that game, a confirmation will be put up that the final is going to be in between these 2 teams. You know, Chelsea, or Middlesbrough, I think Liverpool, and Fulham, right? So we are waiting to see how that's going to pan out, but there's been a very huge fixture being played in there for you. And Middlesbrough with Michael Carrick is showing us his potential as a manager. Leaving Man United never went ahead to stop him really be a good manager. And last season, he was beaten on the playoffs. He would have gone ahead to obviously come in through in the position of Luton Town, but he has been really very good. When you look at his stats via Statman Dave, as looked at here, let me see whether I can obviously flash it here and really show you what Michael Carrick has gone ahead to do in the Championship, because you guys need to know and really put respect to this man's name. Now, Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough have now won 6 out of 6 Carabao Cup games this season. They first beat Huddersfield by 3-2. They knocked out Bolton by 3-1. They knocked out Bradford by 3-2. They knocked out Exeter by 3-2. Then Port Valley, they beat Port Valley by 3-2. And today, they've gone ahead to beat Chelsea by 1-0. When we look at those teams that they've gone ahead to play and really say, no, before Chelsea came in through, they are playing really weak teams. But trust me, even when they went ahead to play a Premier League team, they've gone ahead to beat it at home. So, he deserves respect on his name, and you have to put respect onto the name of this guy. That is none other than Michael Carrick. So Michael Carrick is really having a very good spell at the side of Middlesbrough, and any manager would be happy to see to it that he beats Chelsea. And I think even if they don't go to the final, he has gone ahead to give the fans of Middlesbrough a better way to start a year by beating them. The other stat is Middlesbrough have now kept 3 clean sheets in the Carabao Cup this season. This is more than any other side in the competition. Defensive resiliency from Michael Carrick and his team. Now, this should be a warning to Chelsea fans all over the world. I know most of you are not really agreeing that you might get knocked out at the Stamford Bridge, but if you're facing a team that really has a very good defense like this one, then you need to obviously pull out something different, tactics that you're never going to hit, obviously put up on the field of play to see to it that you obviously break them down. I really understand when they come to Stamford Bridge, dominance is going to happen on the side of Chelsea, and they'll be having close to how many fans? They'll be having very many fans rocking behind them, and with the chances they're going to hit to get, like the ones I'm going to show you, you'll understand that all will go into their side. But don't underestimate the defensive record they have. They really have a very good record when it comes to really defending, and you have to give them a benefit of doubt that nothing is going to stop them from obviously coming in through and park the bus, because they're an elite side when it comes to passing that ball and possessing it. They will create moments. They'll have moments at the Stamford Bridge. I understand Chelsea will come up and put out a very good display they're going to hit today. But again, guess who got few chances and won the game? It was Middlesbrough. After Middlesbrough, Chelsea have been put to the sword. So, a lot has to be put in their telepathy in between their players has to be at its high, because anytime you don't really show up as expected, a lot won't go by your side. And we really love to see it that way. And I like to enjoy football, and this is what makes football very, very interesting, because if you don't really go the right way, then your opponent will obviously come through and shock you. And Chelsea have gone ahead to get a shocker of the night, let's all admit. And I saw that game when it was 0-0. I lost interest in it. I knew Chelsea were going to kill off the game, but guess what? They couldn't kill off the game as a side of Chelsea, and it really went ahead to really see them really feel bad and obviously hold their heads in disbelief that they've gone ahead to obviously lose out on such a big chance to obviously find themselves in the driver's seat. You wouldn't like to host Middlesbrough when they've gone ahead to beat you 1-0, because what if that game ends 2-1 in favor of Chelsea? Our goals rule will obviously be applied, because this is the Champions League. If it's the Champions League, the moment you draw in points and goals, all you have to do is to go for extra time. But this time round, if Chelsea cannot beat this side by a margin of 2-0 or a margin of 2 goals, then a lot will not play in their favor, and they will obviously find themselves in a very, very bad situation as Chelsea. And this is one of the trophies they are nearing to win. Hope you people agree with me. It's a trophy they are nearing to win as a team of Chelsea. And trust me, if they are to win it, they have to knock out Middlesbrough and wait for Fulham or Liverpool in the final at Wembley. That is it. Man United, the defending champions, were knocked out. They are not part of the story anymore. It is really one of those moments that we fans of United really think about it and said, all right, stuff went ahead to happen, and it really never gave us results. So Chelsea had a lot of chances on the night, and I would love obviously to take you through some of the chances and how Chelsea went ahead to miss them out, because we anticipated that they would have gone ahead to be doing better and better and better. One of the chances that Chelsea really got, it was in just... this was against them, and they defended really very, very well. This is Chelsea for you. That is Chelsea for you. And they defended very well. It was good defending from Disasi. Just 30 seconds. They had surged into the final third. And you look, if Disasi doesn't tap into this ball, guess what happens? It gets buried into the back of the net. Not so? Then And they had obviously to see how this tackle really went ahead to happen, and Disasi went ahead to show us how good he is and why they went ahead to sign him. Then Latoleth had to go off injured after Disasi tackle. The Disasi tackle was really very hard, and it really went ahead to affect Latoleth, and he was taken off the field of play. It couldn't keep him on. Then Enzo Fernandez's arm hit on the ball, and no penalty was really given, and it was really a controversial moment and a controversial calling into this fixture. So penalty was not given, and nowadays you only celebrate a penalty after it has been cleared. That is it. If it has not been cleared, then there is no way you're going to celebrate it, because the people that run this VAR have not gone ahead to do a lot of justice to us. So whether it was a handball or not, Middlesbrough went ahead to obviously compensate that with a goal. Then in the 17th minute, another player had to come off. That is Bangura. You know, he had a head cut, and Madueke was really, unfortunately, the player responsible for really causing all that onto the guy. Then there is the other guy, Madueke, almost was able to score first half. These are some of the chances they really got, and they never really buried home. They never buried them home, and they're going to regret a lot about it. Then this is Carl Palmer. This was really a very beautiful chance. With the goal wide open for him, he would have gone ahead to choose for cheap, and he went ahead for the effort, and it was just a fraction away from crossing the goal, though it never even hit the post, but it was so close here, and I'd gone ahead to find space in between the goalkeeper and the goal area, but it looks like the goalkeeper had gone ahead to close him very well, and he tried to squeeze the ball here, but it really went out. That is Carl Palmer's chance. And the other one came in from Conor Gallagher in the 60th minute, and Chelsea were pushing to see if they obviously get themselves into the lead. But stuff was not okay for them, and they went ahead to obviously lose this game of football by 1-0. I brought you a story yesterday about Pochettino and how the team, the owners of Chelsea, have gone ahead to obviously let him know that even if you lose, we are going to keep you here. So all he has to know is that he has the time, and maybe they'll think about sacking him after this season, because if he's given a second season and goes ahead to operate like he's operating, trust me, there will be no compromise on him. They will be calling for his sacking, and his head will be really put to where it deserves to be. And I want to see whether he has gone ahead to obviously put in some submissions as far as him playing for this side is really concerned, and I see where to start from. But there is something I'm looking for here about the squad value. Now, we've been told that values of both squads, Middlesbrough has a value of £58 million and Chelsea has a value of £1 billion. Full-time, Middlesbrough 1, Chelsea 0. So that means only one player at Chelsea is worth the entire squad of Middlesbrough, and that player is like Raheem Sterling, because Raheem Sterling, Chelsea paid £55 million to Man City. So only one player is equivalent to the value of Middlesbrough. So it shows you how Michael Carrick has gone ahead to show us that he's really good. I really understand that there is a good manager in him, the style of play, the beautiful football, and I really liked it a lot when he made a decision that I'm not going to stay to work under Ralf Rangnick. I'm going to leave the club and let Ralf Rangnick really run the club. And I like his loyalty, because when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was here at the club of Man United, he was working with Michael Carrick. And Michael Carrick would have been seen like a Judas Iscariot to obviously stay at the club of Man United, yet his boss had gone ahead to be sacked. He was the interim, and I think he managed 3 games. He won 2 and he drew 1. I think he won the game away at Villarreal 2-0. He won the game of Arsenal 3-2, and he drew with Chelsea at Old Trafford 1-1. So in his interim career as a manager of Man United, he never lost any game. He won 2 and drew 1. So what he did was really right. He knew to it that I cannot start off from Man United. I need to go down to Middlesbrough and really try to build up my time there. And his time has gone ahead to pay on well. And I think there is a manager in Michael Carrick. And with the fans of Man United, we are obviously seeing a lot in this guy because he's really showing a lot of potential. For everyone who watched the game in the FA Cup against Aston Villa scored just one goal, but Middlesbrough would have gone ahead to obviously claim for something special into that game. When you look at the Championship, he's not really doing all that well, but when you look at the Championship table, Middlesbrough is placed 12th. They are placed 12th. So, but when you look at the playoff places, he's just 4 points. I think they take 4 teams. So he's just 3 points off the playoffs positions. Remember, in the Championship, they take the first 2 teams, directly to the Premier League. That is now Ipswich and Leicester City, for what they are to take now. Leicester City is having 65 points, and it looks like they are gonna really qualify and will return to the Premier League. They're going to be out for just a season. So, the other teams, Hull City is having 39 points, Sunderland is having 40, West Brom is having 42, Leeds is having 48, and Southampton is having 52. So, if he can find himself into the top 6, then he'll go into the playoff. And that will be the second time in a row going to the playoff. And I know he's going to go there because he's going to hit to win 11 games. He has lost very many, 12. And he has drawn 3, meaning that he needs to really reduce on the number of games he's really losing. And then he'll maximize points because these are 24 teams. They play 46 games. So they've only played 26, meaning that they're having 20 games to go. A lot can change during those games. And Michael Carrick is going to really put up a show. Now, for Pochettino, I'm having George. My guy, you are doing good. Thank you for watching in through. Following you from Lower State, USA. Thank you for watching me free. Thank you for watching me through from Lower. And it's always nice having you on this channel. And smash the like button, comment, and share. You can as well buy a super chat to obviously support this channel, or you can as well join, So, George, you can buy a super chat for this channel and really get us some coins in there for you. Now, when you look at the side of Chelsea and Pochettino, I understand what Chelsea are going in through. Being a fan of Man United, I've seen very many problems that United have gone ahead to go through. And those problems have all been caused by a person in the name of the owners. And that's the problem that Chelsea are really going to face. If their owners don't come out and really realize that they need to really leave business at Chelsea for people who really know what it means to run business, then they're obviously going to face it rough. That is it. All they have to do is simple. Let them accept. Let them admit that this is not meant for us and we can do better as owners who are going to inject in money. The good thing is that they've gone ahead to bring in sporting directors and they have gone ahead to really get in credible people at the club. So let them hand over the club to the people like the sporting director, head of recruitment, the CEO, and the coach, plus the scouts. The rest will be history. But the moment they don't really let that team be run the right way, they're going to make very many mistakes. Like the hugest mistake they went ahead to make. You know it very well. They are responsible for all the signings they made. If you had a manager like Pochettino and you gave him 1 billion to spend, or Thomas Tuchel 1 billion to spend, trust me, Chelsea would have gone ahead to really have better players, especially if at all they had a sporting director. But by the time they went ahead to spend this money, they never had sporting directors at Chelsea. When they came in through, the technical directors like Petchek left, the other lady that used to work, I think, at the sporting director at Chelsea really left, who was working with the owner, former owner, that is Abramovich. He left, and Todd Boehly came in through, and he was like scouting players and signing them on social media. When he saw to it that Arsenal is in for Mikhailo Modric, they rushed there. United is in for Disasi, they rushed. Enzo Fernandez, they rushed. I know why they are making those rapid signings. Because they knew to it that it was going to be hard for them to qualify for the UEFA Champions League, and teams would have gone ahead to go in and sign Enzo Fernandez like this season. Trust me, teams like Liverpool would have gone in for Enzo Fernandez after missing out on Jude Bellingham. But Chelsea signing him in the January transfer window helped them to see to it that they really get him a sub. Remember, there was a clause that if at all Enzo Fernandez reached the summer, his buyout clause was going to be 80 million euros. And for anyone who wanted to buy him in January, he had to pay 120 million euros. And that's what exactly Chelsea went ahead to cough out to sign this player. And after signing the player, he's really one of the players they've gone ahead to sign that is really doing great. But I think that team has not gone ahead to connect very well. And the only prayers is that that team should connect very well. But it comes in through after them losing to the side of Middlesbrough. They had gone ahead to win 3 games in a row, and here they come to lose to Middlesbrough in a very, very worst way. They've not gone ahead to score a goal, meaning that if Chelsea win by 2-1, Middlesbrough is in the final. Chelsea have to win by either 2-0, 3-1, 4-2. That's what the result is going to be. So, if Chelsea wins 1-0, extra time, penalties. That is it. So, Chelsea, over the weekend, they are going to be playing against Fulham. That is it. They are going to be playing against Fulham, and on the 23rd of January, that's when they are going to play Middlesbrough again at the stadium, and wish them the best of luck. So guys, thank you very much for watching. It has been nice watching you. I really don't understand how the super chat thing works. You click on the $sign. After clicking on the $sign, they'll ask, you'll say super chats. You know, after you put in the money, the amount of money, and then you attach your message there. That's what they call buying super chat. Then you send. They'll cut that amount of money from your card, credit or debit card, depending on where you are. So that is it, guys. Thank you, George, for watching me through. It's nice having you on this channel, and I love you. And everyone has been part of this video. Chelsea has been beaten by Middlesbrough. And it's Michael Carrick, the former Red Devil at the club of Man United, that has gone ahead to obviously shock him. And remember, by the way, the last game he coached against Manchester United was against Chelsea at Old Trafford. That game ended 1-1, meaning that he has a very good record when it comes to obviously playing against Chelsea. And it looks like he's really one of those guys that is happy to take them on. And you won't be afraid to take him on at Stamford Bridge. And Chelsea need to pull out what we call a magic, you know, to pull something out of the heart. That is it. You get? That's what they need to do. You know? That's what Chelsea needs to do. If they don't really pull something special out of the heart, I don't see them really making it to the finals. But I would love to see Pochettino really winning that trophy, because I don't want to see Liverpool win. I'd rather see Arsenal win. I'd rather see Arsenal win. I'd rather see Spurs win something. And I think those. But Spurs, Arsenal, and Chelsea, it's okay for them to win. But there are 2 teams I don't want to win that I really have a lot of beef with. The first team is Liverpool. That is it. Chelsea rather lifts this trophy, not Liverpool, because Liverpool and Man United have gone ahead to be rivals for a very long time. The other one is Manchester City. I don't want to see Manchester City really win anything, because every time they win and we don't win, you know, that city of Manchester is blue. And even all the screens to show you the importance of that game, all the billboards in Manchester put up a blue color with a word, Manchester is blue. And every time United goes ahead to win, it's painted red. All billboards are showing that City is red. So, thank you guys for watching through. And Chelsea have gone ahead to lose the game. Thank you, George, for watching through. And everyone has been here. I know it has been a late night video. And for those that have gone ahead, obviously, get some time and spare it for me. I really love you. Continue doing this. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. Chelsea has to win by 2 goals, by a 2-goal margin to go through to the final. Liverpool is taking on Fulham, I think today, in that Carabao Cup tie game that will see them really coming through to represent. And I'll be here letting you know who has Liverpool going to head to name to really bring you the best that you deserve about this fixture. I sign out for now. See you later. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, the Christians. Bye-bye. May the living to God bless you abundantly, and I cover you all in the precious